I grew a digital nomad freedom business, not just to 15K per month, but actually past $20,000 per month. And I'm gonna break down for you my entire business structure, what employees I have, what services we offer, who we work with, how we deliver those services. And then towards the end, I'll even show you how we get clients into my company and how we happily keep them for a very, very long time, paying us month in and month out. It's kind of funny because most people that I talk to are interested in some kind of travel. Now, I've traveled and stayed places for a week at a time and just moved around a bunch, week here, week there, and gone a bunch of different places and adventures in a very short time span. But I've also stayed in places for 3 months at a time, 6 months at a time, and really built a routine kind of around travel and had a more steady gym. But most people would like to experience some level of travel in their life, whether it's move around a lot or maybe just go somewhere for 6 months like Paris, France, Mexico, Colombia, Thailand, whatever it may be. Now, the crazy thing though is that they don't really have a plan. Most people just want to work their entire lives and then maybe retire at 60, 65, maybe 55 if they're lucky, and then start to travel. And if they save up enough money with the S&P 500, they can make a little bit of cash so that way they can eat in a nice restaurant in Paris and maybe drink some wine. This has always been a crazy mindset for me because first thing is you don't know if you're going to make it that long. Second thing, you don't even know if you're going to be in good health by that age. So it makes no sense, especially now with the internet where you can make money online while traveling. It's insane to wait till the very end. I meet a lot of backpackers and honestly, they're quite happy they're doing it. I think they're doing a pretty good job traveling and seeing all the different things. But also the downside with backpacking is that most of them don't really make money while they're traveling, or they don't make a sufficient amount of money. They can't go to the nicest rooftop bar restaurant thing and enjoy some of the top cuisine of that country. And that's okay, that's fine. They're still getting a lot of experiences, but they're also missing out on experiences, right? They can't take a helicopter tour of this certain area of this country, which could be an amazing experience, right? Just a few weeks ago, we were hiking up to Pablo Escobar's prison with a couple friends, and that was an amazing experience. It didn't cost any money, so I'm not saying you have to have money when you travel, but experiences like this you can't have if you're old, or it's going to be different. The way old people travel is they have to sit on a bus with 50 other people smushed, and they have to go from one destination to another. They can't do fun and exciting things like this. So I think one of the best things you can do is grow a business online, give yourself time and location freedom, and achieve your goals today. So let's actually dive into my model. I believe that services are the best way to do this. Now, I don't mean freelance services because that's tied to your time, right? If you're just doing website design or SEO and you're doing everything, that's tied to your time. You can't take a Tuesday and just go to the gym or go hiking or do this or do that because you have to sit there delivering these services like a blog posting or blog writing. It doesn't work that well. I also believe that you need to work in the high ticket space. You need to charge thousands of dollars for your services and solve a real problem. There's no gimmicks or tricks. We are solving a business owner's problem. And not just that, but you also want those services to be reoccurring. So you can have reoccurring income. It's not a one-time thing. That's my issue with freelancing. And not just reoccurring, but reoccurring for a long time. So that way you're building a real business where you don't constantly have to hunt for new clients. And that's also my issue with social media marketing agencies. The churn rate of an SMMA client is quite high. I think the industry standard now is like 3 or 4 months. Imagine how crazy that is. You sign on a bunch of clients. Let's say you hit 5K a month or 8K a month, which for most people is completely life-changing. But let's just say you get those clients, you hit that number, but then 3 months later, 4 months later, you're back at zero. Or let's say best case scenario, you sign on a bunch of clients, you hit 10K per month, but then you lose all those clients in 4 months. It makes no sense. You're back at zero. You're back to being a beginner. you're back to having nothing. Now, of course, you have skills and you have, proven outreach messages and this kind of thing. This is not the kind of business that will bring you steady cash flow every single month so that you can comfortably travel and do what you want. We provide a few different services. I'm going to give you them right here. First one is web design. We do websites for anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 per website. Profit margins on websites are extremely high. So we have a contractor doing it for maybe like $400 per website. So profit margin on that is insanely high. Next service is lead generation services. And we work with local business owners and more specifically construction companies in the US, and we help them generate leads. There's three ways that we do this. First one is Facebook ads. So we generate leads for them via Facebook ads. Second one is Google ads. And then third one is also SEO services, which this one I don't promote really ever. I still have SEO clients from a couple of years back when that was our main bread and butter and our main focus. And for these services, we charge $1,500 per month. Now, it's not that we charge that to do all of them. We don't. Most clients are doing Facebook lead ads, and then after they're on for a couple months, if they want to add in another channel, then we can charge them a little bit more and then also run their Google ads for them as well because they want more leads, they want more business, right? So we have to open up that second channel. And third thing is we offer GoHighLevel SaaS. This is our cheapest product and service, and it's at $300 per month. Every single client that signs up for the first two services gets onboarded for that third service. And this is how we do it. We charge high ticket upfront and then downsell people into the software. And if they do a website, then we give them a live chat. We do automatic lead follow-up. We do all that stuff for them automatically. And then we show it to them after, hey, I know you signed up for a website, but this is what we're also going to do. Just use it for free for a month and see how well it works for you. And most of the time they're completely sold. And it's so cheap at only $300 per month that they just stay on and they use it. And if you can really onboard them well in the first month, they will continue using you because why wouldn't they? You're helping them close more projects, right? You're helping them get more business by automatically following up with people. They're using your calendars. They're logging into your mobile app, the dashboard on the laptop every single day to check the leads that you generate. Also, it's a perfect service to tag along with lead generation because the biggest problem with leads is companies aren't reaching out to leads fast enough. So we help them with that. Again, automatic text messages and emails and calendars and follow-ups and all that. So we offer that also with the second service. If for some reason they ever want to pause their ads or after we're done with the website, most people just say, okay, yeah, let me know if you need any updates. Let me know if you need anything else. And that's it. It's a one and done service. And that's not what we do. We keep them on for $300 per month. That way, your income is going up. You're signing on big projects, right? Let's say you made $5K for a website, or maybe they don't need a website. Maybe they just need lead gen. You got paid $1,500. Okay, you signed on 2 clients. You added $3,000 per month to your income. But also, if in 3 months or 4 months, at least in my industry, people sometimes want to slow down because they get booked out. So instead of canceling us, they pause the lead gen services, but they continue paying $300 per month to use GoHighLevel SaaS. And this gives us a baseline reoccurring income. And now if every single person wanted to pause their advertising campaigns or, they're all done with their website, we still have them on for $300 per month. And this adds up, okay? I'd still be making well into 6 figures if everyone paused lead gen services. And that's the beauty of this model. I call it software with services. The way you want to manage a business like this is all you need is 2 virtual assistants. Okay, first virtual assistant is going to help you with outreach. They are going to help you with answering your emails, with checking up on clients, making sure clients show up to the sales calls that you book with them, right? The conversations that you have where you can sell your service. And this is going to save you a lot of time. The hardest part about outreach is sending that initial message, whether it's on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. I mean, we have so many strategies, but the hardest part, the most time-consuming part is sending that first message to them, opening up a conversation to see if they're even interested in what you have to offer. So your virtual assistant sends that initial message, then you can jump in and just answer to the ones that are responding positively or negatively if you'd like. Now, an employee like this, you can pay anywhere from $4 to $5 per hour to manage all this for you. You can hire them from somewhere in Latin America or the Philippines or any place like that where that's a very good income for them. So the second employee is going to be what I call a performance marketer. This is a hybrid between a media buyer and a GoHighLevel expert. So they should be doing both. They build all the funnels that all the ads go to, plus they set up all the ads that you have. Now, the beauty of niching down, right, working with one specific demographic, like we work with construction companies, you already have the proven funnels, you have the ad copy, you have the automatic text messages already built that work. So it's pretty much a copy and paste model, but it's genuinely better for the client because you've proven this, right? You've tested this in Miami, all over California. You've tested this in Boston and Washington and all these different states. You're always A/B testing. You're testing this and this and this and that. You genuinely can provide a better service than if someone makes all these custom landing pages and this and that, because what you have just works for that industry. You have the offers for them. A lot of clients we talk to, they don't even know what to offer. And we help them craft the entire messaging, the entire offer. We help them craft everything because I just know what works. And so now, as you bring on more clients, your service actually gets better and you're able to provide a better result. Also, real quick, if you want our client getting scripts, our client getting strategies, our outreach, DMs, literally everything A to Z, then you can go ahead and check out the free course in the description. If you want all of our snapshots imported into your account, I'm providing all of that. It's completely free. If you don't have a high-level account, then you can sign up for a free 30-day trial down below, and I will give you access to everything, sales call recordings, additional services that you can actually offer, how to sell those services and how to charge high ticket. Everything is in there. So let's dive back into the video. The cool thing about having a performance marketer is you can actually pay them after you get a client. So in the beginning, if you have no clients, you can pay them on a per client basis. You can pay them $250 per client to run their campaigns, and you charge them at the end. So let's say you get a client, right? They pay you $1,000 a month. You're a beginner, so you don't want to charge $1,500, whatever. And by the way, that $1,500 is our service fee. They also have to spend an extra $50 a day on ads so we can actually run the campaigns, right? And so they pay you $1,000 per month to run the campaigns, but they pay you that $1,000 up front. And after 30 days of you running that campaign, then you pay your media buyer or your performance marketer to actually deliver those results. But by that point, they're paying you for another 30 days, right? So they just paid you another $1,000. So you've made around $2,000 before you pay your media buyer anything. And this is a beautiful model because you're always getting paid first and then paying your performance marketer after they're delivering your services. Now, after about 4, 5, 6 clients, you're going to want to hire someone full-time. So that way they're dedicated to you, your campaigns, and you are at the sole focus of what they do. And they'll be happy to do this for you. You can hire someone full-time for $1,000 a month, and they're going to be amazing. They're going to learn how you work. They're going to learn about your business, and you can teach them all the stuff that you're learning. And this is a beautiful model because you'll be giving them an amazing life. I hired my performance marketer and he was managing like 30 plus accounts and getting paid less than $300 per month. I gave him a huge raise and way less accounts. And he was more than happy to work with me, and he's an amazing person that's still with me to this day. So you're probably not wondering, well, you have someone helping you with outreach. You have someone doing all the service delivery for you. What do you actually do? So your job as the business owner is to book appointments and then close those appointments. This is the most important part of all of this. You can also manage your clients yourself because all you have to do is really chat with them once a week or once a month. In the beginning, once a week is better so you can get them fully onboarded. You see how they're doing. You know, you collect testimonials, you do all this awesome stuff, and then you can switch to chatting with them once a month. As you can see, this model is very scalable. Your day should just be filled with, some sales calls if you want to do them, setting appointments, maybe talking to business owners, maybe it's cold calling, maybe it's learning about new outreach strategies, maybe testing one of our outreach strategies that we have, and constantly moving the business forward and signing on more and more accounts. And if you keep doing this, as you keep scaling and growing this business, you're building your monthly reoccurring revenue with every single client, even if they pause their ads, right? Even if they cancel their ads because they're too busy, or maybe they just don't like the ads. You can still keep them on the GoHighLevel SaaS plan, and your income is going up and up and up and up and up for as high as you want to scale it. So you can absolutely take a business like this and use it to travel the world, make a very, very good income, and also provide an amazing service that is not necessarily tied to you delivering this for every single client. So how do you actually get clients for a business like this? what I did in the very beginning was I got clients locally. I didn't have a niche like what I'm talking about here. My niche was just people in my city. I'm from Buffalo, New York. And I would just meet with clients at like a Tim Hortons or like a Starbucks. I would just look at how I can help them, and I would do my very best to provide amazing services to them. And I would just meet them. I would just cold call people. I would look at the phone book. I would look at who had a big page ad. I wasn't even good at sales, but I just called them and I said, hey, look, I saw your trucks on the road and I'm just wondering if you need more customers, or I'm wondering if this or that. Or I would say something like, hey, I noticed a couple of things broken on your website. I'm wondering if I could just fix it for you for free. I would always try to give some kind of value up front, and I would try my hardest to make sure they learn something, give them something new. I want them to look at me and be like, oh, you know what? He taught me something. I read in a negotiation book at one point that if you teach someone, they'll trust you way more. So my goal was always to teach people things. And I was young, I had pimples on my face, but I knew a lot about the internet. And I knew for sure way more than these local business owners about the internet. And now you can even embed things like AI into what you're doing, right? Embed things like live chat and AI automatically responding. So there's tons of services that you can offer now, but that's the way I did it. And I got to about 3-4K per month just by offering my services locally to business owners. And then I started doing more online outreach. And that's when I was able to really scale my company and really grow it, because the service delivery was taken care of. In the beginning, I was doing everything myself, and that was my mistake. The way to really scale is to work with one industry so that it's much easier to copy and paste campaigns, different text messages, all that stuff, and really scale it across the board to multiple different states. And I started using a tool like D7 to find local business owners. I'd reach out to them on email, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. I would post in Facebook groups where my niche is hanging out, and I would start conversations and I would book calls from there. And that's essentially how I grew. And then I started running ads to my agency. And then it was beautiful. I was able to sit back and just watch my calendar on my laptop get filled. And all I did was just spend 4 hours a day jumping on Zoom calls and just selling my services. And I would always make more money than I spent on ads. So I would spend $1,000 on ads, let's say. I'd close at least 1 or 2 clients from that. That's $1,500 per month. Or if I close 2, that's $3,000 per month. So on month 1, I'm making more money than I'm spending. And that's not counting month 2 or 3 or any other months after that. I still have clients that are paying me $2K per month to this day from ads that I ran over 2 years ago, right? In 2020 when I initially ran this. So it's absolutely insane how well this can work. Now, look, I'll be honest. I could have started traveling when I was making $5K a month. And you can live most places in the world if it's not a big city like Dubai or LA or New York City. You can live very, very comfortably. But the biggest thing when it comes to traveling is you have to make sure that you're making that money consistently. You have to make sure that it's a reoccurring revenue. It's coming in every single month. That way you can rest assured and you can make sure that you have an income while you're traveling. Now, also, huge caveat that I didn't realize is most of these countries are actually cheaper to live in. So you're actually going to save more money. When I was living in Las Vegas, growing this business, I was in monk mode and I was hyper focused on my company. What I didn't realize was that when I started traveling, everything was cheaper, right? I'm going to the pyramids and I'm hanging out. I'm hiking up, different mountains and all this fun stuff. I didn't realize how much cheaper my life was going to be when I'm outside of the US. Ubers are cheaper, right? Now I'm here in Colombia. I take an Uber for 30 minutes and it's like $3. It's insane. My quality of life is much better, which further motivates you and builds momentum on top of what you're doing. So hopefully this video showed you a good model on how you can provide services and also step back from this business while traveling. Most people don't think it's possible. I'm here to tell you that it is. If you want more videos on how we actually get clients, I'm going to link that up right here.